Let's go down to Dave Burns with John Young.
Yeah, Marty, John is standing by, and he is okay. Now, you came at this thing from the back after it already started. Tell us what, between your truck owner, Bob Brevac, who's your spotter, and you looking ahead, how did you try to make it through?
Well, you know, there's trucks high, trucks low, trucks in the middle. There's so much smoke that there really wasn't much to, you know, you couldn't really tell where to go. I mean, I saw a truck rolling up near on the high line, so I figured, and trucks coming into that wreck as well, so I figured my best chance was going down low. I had a bit of an opening, almost made it through, but then some trucks that had gone low and hit the inside wall came back up and clipped me and spun me around, got hit a few more times by some more trucks coming into it, and eventually wound up in the wall.
Okay, now behind me, they're going to start working on his truck as soon as the red flag is lifted. Obviously, they can't do anything right now. Quick update from Glenn Johnston, the Director of Communications here at DIS. He came out and told us that Jimmy Kitchens had been transported from the On-Track Medical Center to Halifax, that he is simply being checked over. So he's okay, but they wanted to do a thorough checkup at the hospital. And Marty, as you mentioned at this time, Glenn also said he has no information on spectators at this time and that he would update us as soon as he can.
We've updated you on Geoffrey Bodine. We now have our first report on spectators who were injured. Let's go down to Dave Burns.
And Marty, again, I'm standing by with Glenn Johnston, Director of Communications here at Daytona. And Glenn, what is the update on the fans? How many were transported and what are their injuries?
Dave, at this point in time, we've been very fortunate on this with the fans. We've only had 5 fans that were transported over. One, as reported earlier, had a facial laceration. One had an injury to the elbow. The other 3 fans that we didn't have information on, we now have. One has a bruised lip. One has a slight head injury, and the other one has a bruised forearm. So with those kind of injuries, we feel very fortunate. There's nothing serious out there. They've all been checked out and actually released from Halifax at this point in time.
So at this point, it sounds like a determination will be made to restart this race?
At this point in time, I believe they're buckling up gates and getting ready to go back to racing.
Okay, guys, that's it from down here. Really good news from Halifax.
Absolutely. Thank you, Glenn. That's the best news. I mean, when we think back on this and to think that 5 minor injuries to the spectators and this huge crash involving Geoffrey Bodine, where he rolls the truck at least 11 times, goes end over end at least 3 more times, and he is alert and conscious, has some injuries, but far, far better than we ever anticipated. Now, with the knowledge that the spectators' injuries are minor and the work continues, we will go back and we'll show you what happened first from the blimp. Benny?
Okay, there we see on the about the 6th car back, Lyndon Amick on the bottom of the racetrack. That's Kurt Busch in the middle. Busch and the 46 of Rob Morgan make contact. Morgan goes up and hits Geoffrey Bodine. He gets in the fence, and there Geoffrey goes down the racetrack, and that's the 27 of Lonnie Rush there that comes along and hits Geoffrey Bodine. I do believe that was Lonnie Rush. No, maybe not. That might have been the 90 car of Lance Norrick that came along and hit Geoffrey Bodine.
This is real time.
Definitely was the 90 car of Lance Norrick that ran into the Geoffrey Bodine car.
Benny, that was just an amazing crash, but it's also amazing that he was okay. And it just goes to show you all of the safety equipment has done its job. The NASCAR mandated roll cage did its job. The fire equipment that Geoff Bodine was wearing did its job, and the great safety fence, the catch fence that they have here, did stop the big pieces from going into the grandstand.
Amy has caught up with Todd Bodine. Amy?
Thanks, Marty. And the best advice and update you can get is from a family member. How is your brother, Geoffrey?
Well, the good news is he's going to be okay. He's got some healing to do, but as far as, the main thing in any crash, especially one as violent as that, is you worry about head injury. And he's going to be fine. He's conscious, alert, talking to the doctors. We didn't get in to see him, but he is conscious and alert, talking. As far as they know right now, there is no head injury at all. He's got some broken bones. It's going to take some time for those to heal. Fractured cheekbone, elbow. We think both his ankles might be fractured and the toe. He's got some broken bones, and they're still looking him over. Things. The good news is he's going to be fine, and the bad news is he's probably going to have to sit out a while. But we can take some broken bones and stuff. Well, that stuff can heal. It's the head you worry about, and right now it looks fine.
Todd, do you know how soon you will be able to see him?
Well, I got happy hour coming up in the Busch car, and I'm going to get right back over after that. Brett and Diane and my wife are over there. Angela's there. We got a lot of friends over there waiting to make sure everything's fine. But the main thing is I wanted to get over here and tell you guys and tell everybody at home he's going to be fine. His head's normal. As normal as it can get, that is. But he's going to be okay.
We're glad to see you smiling. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family as you guys work through this. It sounds like it's great, and good luck to you. Keep your focus. You do have happy hour coming up soon.
Yeah, that's the hard part about this whole thing. You see something like that as a race driver, the violence of that crash. As any race driver, you're concerned and worried, and it gets to you a little bit. And then to have it to be a family member, it really works on you. But I got a job to do. Phillips 66, my sponsor expects it. We got a great race car, and just got to go out and happy hour, put it out of my mind, and go race the race tomorrow, and try to have one good race for the Bodines this weekend.
Okay, thanks for talking with us, Todd.
Thank you, Amy.
All right, that was from Todd Bodine, and as we have reconfirmed over and over, there is a smile on his face. His brother's going to be okay.
Starting with the blimp.
And there about the 6th place, we see Lyndon Amick in the green truck. He goes down. Kurt Busch makes contact with the 46. Along comes Geoffrey Bodine and climbs an outside retaining wall, and down the racetrack he goes. Now here comes the 90. Another replay. Watch this and listen. Let's check Geoffrey Bodine's onboard camera. The line nuts on board. And listen. And away it goes. One more angle.
But then as you can see, when that truck goes up in the catch fence, that's what starts it tumbling. And watch as the motor will go across the racetrack. There goes the motor tumbling down along the racetrack.
Look how high Geoffrey Bodine is. And right here along comes the 90. No, they stop him there. And there is just absolutely nothing. And watch as they take Geoffrey out, and he tries to take the mask off as they're taken to the ambulance.
And that was the first indication that he was conscious. And as we said, he is alert and conscious, has several fractures. It's going to be a long healing process, I'm sure, and he's going to be in a lot of pain. But, boy, the best news is he's going to be okay. And now that you have seen that, it is absolutely incredible that his injuries are that minor, comparatively speaking. So as the work continues on the catch fence down at the trioval, and we're told it's just a matter of minutes before that is back into place, the drivers continue to sign the autographs with the fans.
That's almost Andy Houston. This is the fans that Andy's signing for down here. And you guys came out of your trucks. It's over an hour ago now. I mean, it's really, it's been a long time. Can you get pumped back up to get out there and finish this thing?
Oh, most definitely. Being an inaugural event here at Daytona, our Cat Rental Store Chevrolet is running really good. And, all these wonderful fans here, they sit here and they sit here calmly and wait for this red flag to get over. And, at least we can do is come out here and sign some autographs for them. But I hope they really be cheering here after a while. And that number 60 sitting over there in victory lane. And we got a good truck. Wallace is good. Grissom's good. I mean, there's 4 or 5 still. It's really good. And it's not going to be easy, but I feel like we've got a good shot at it.
Can you run with Mike Wallace one-on-one?
Yeah, running with him and staying with him is not a problem at all. It's being able to pull out and pass. And, I think I'd have to lay back a little bit and maybe make a run at him. And I think that's the way it's going to be for anybody. But, we're just going to try to ride here for a little bit and get down towards the end of this race and really size them up and see what we got.
So if you're leading on, like, lap 98, are you going to find something to go terribly wrong with your truck and drop back a few positions?
Well, I don't know that I'd fall back a few positions. I would like to, you can let off a little bit, and without having a restrictor plate, you're able to pick back up and keep going and build a little momentum. But, that's just what we're going to try to do.
All right, that's Andy Houston, guys.